Hello everyone, my name is Cetus and welcome back to Europa, Eurosales Fall as Brandenburg. We recently had some very good success taking land away from Poland and their vassals, which was fantastic. And Muscovy is demolishing Lithuania, which is honestly pretty good for us. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably want to attempt to make friends with Muscovy, so I'm going to send someone to improve relationships over there. That was a random thought. But much more important to us is the fact we're having a few issues in our own land. Because we use so much of our manpower in the war, we started developing a disaster and the Peasants' War began. So for now, we have increased unrest everywhere, and it is significantly more expensive to buy stability. We have -3 stability, which isn't great. Our capital city is sieged. One of our other places is sieged, and we have rebels developing pretty much everywhere, which isn't, ideal. So we have this one group of rebels. They're 90% of the way towards rebelling. I'm going to harsh treatment them for 50 military points and make that not a thing I have to deal with for now, because right now I have plenty of problems. I'm also going to come here, and I don't have sufficient cannons to siege this down, which is unfortunate. Technically, I think I do... Oh no, I straight up don't. So I think I'm going to spend the money and the 1,000 manpower to get the 3rd cannon so I can cannon my way back into my capital. Because I need to deal with this. Also, we're going to be having lots of issues for a little bit, so an extra cannon is probably helpful. So I'm going to do that, even though money is about to be a problem. We have provinces we can convert. Don't want to spend the money on that. We have things we could maybe turn into states. Don't want to spend time on that. We could, in theory, form the Kingdom of Prussia. I would like to do this, but this is going to create more unrest, so we are not going to do that yet. Really what we need to do is keep our provinces not captured by rebels until we can buy our way back up stability tree to 1, and then we can end this rebellion. But it's going to be... a process. We have insane amounts of unrest over here. We have 31 and 22. We have 33 over here. 12, not as bad, but like normally 12 would be considered bad. So 31 having a rough time. Let's just call it that. Yeah. So let's unpause and see where life takes us, because we need to get admin points. Actually, what I might do, I'm tempted to put a focus on admin, and I don't really want to, because that's going to hurt our diplomatic stuff, which we're trying to fill out the diplomatic tree, and military, which we're trying to do that. But honestly, we just need... I'm going to do it. We just need the admin points. We need to stabilize our empire, especially because we're like super vulnerable to attacks from other countries right now. And if Denmark were to step in and attack me, we would probably just lose land. So we gotta get things under control. Yeah, we could build stuff. We have a bunch of stuff we could do, but we don't want to spend the money on any of it. That's just how it's going to be. Truce is expiring. That's great. Going to increase speed. They are trying to siege down my fort over here, so we will have to go and deal with that. Hopefully we can siege this down first, though. That would be better. Peasant protests. Our regional revolts and protests are erupting all over our nation. Furious peasants are demanding immediate reforms of the social and political order. The weight of the heavy taxes and the cruelty of the landlords has finally driven them over the edge. We can enforce serfdom. Another 28 peasants are going to appear in different places. We gain more national unrest and a positive national manpower modifier, or restricts serfdom. 'Serfdom, unrest goes down, manpower becomes worse and legitimately goes down. I might do that. We can't take more troops. It only lasts until the Peasant War is over, so it's not the end of the world. So now we can... I still have fewer than 2. We've lost... Attrition has taken our artillery down below the 300 points. Oh, but we took it back, so that's okay. Oh, these guys are on autonomous rebel suppression. I'm going to pull them off of that. What type of province is this? Grassland, so it provides us no bonuses in the attack. Our general is mediocre to poor. I mean, he's okay. Ball fire, 1 shock, 1 maneuver, siege. Do we think our 24k army can take their 25k army? I have a better general. I have a better ratio of cavalry, equal cannons. I think we can probably win this. It ain't gonna be pretty, but I think we can win it. Yeah, we're gonna win it. Certainly wasn't pretty, but we won it. Okay, come back and hang out in Berlin. Still can't boost our stability back up. That's brutal. That's so expensive. Do we have... So the estate's changed. And we don't have the little button we can press to just get it. And we already have the one to give us the monthly bonus. Can we just buy... We give up land or something? Can we buy... admin points? Oh, I'm looking on the wrong side. I'm looking on the left. Right side is what we get. No, that's all money. No effects, army traditions. We already got the monthly military power. I don't see anything here to help us. Okay, well, you know, we'll just roll with it for now. We have no extra manpower, so our troops are going to replenish very slowly. Our recruiting crisis, our focus on quality, has left our generals concerned about the level of manpower. This is fair. This is fair. The army can suffer, lose prestige, lose army professionalism. We must reserve our manpower. Okay, so we can kind of cheese the game here a little bit. You can't have negative manpower, so we can choose this option and actually lose nothing. Which is cheesing the game, but that's fine. We're having a bit of an internal crisis. We can, you know, deal with that. How is Muscovy feeling about us? Liking us more and more. Still don't want to ally us, but I think that would be a good future ally if we can get there. We could buy a military idea, improve our ship durability. Hex ahead. But I'm going to hang on to it in case we got to siege down land or buy off rebels or any of that fun stuff. I'm actually going to turn these guys back to managing the chaos. It won't help too much because I'm spreading them out so much, but it'll be something. And we can buy up 1 of our stability. So we're now -2. So we're getting there. We need +1, which is probably like, what, 300-400 admin points later? 140 for the next one. Another 8k army attacking us. We won, but again, we're losing the attrition game because we have so little manpower, so our army's recovering slowly and getting beaten down. If we get one of those events that spawns like a 28k army, well, we're in trouble. Yeah, you guys can have access, that's fine. We caught a province, which is good. That'll get rid of our overextension, maybe stabilize us a little bit. Improvements in naval technology, so we can spare no expenses, gain a ton of diplo power, and some inflation, or use caution. I think getting rid of inflation is admin, which we don't have right now, so we're gonna use caution. Normally it's a good trade, but not right now. Right now it is not. We do have a treasurer, so we have +2 admin points from that. So we're basically doing everything we can to earn admin points. I mean, I guess we could buy a +3 guy, but honestly, this guy I think was a cheaper one, so I don't think we can get a better deal. I was also wondering, while we wait for time to tick by, obsolete forces. They have no place in our society. We don't need the unrest. They may still have some use. Spend a bunch of money, but gain an increased national manpower modifier till the end of the war. Okay, we'll do that. What I was going to say is one of the things I was wondering, I actually kind of meant to look it up. If we change to the Kingdom of Prussia, can we still turn to the Kingdom of Germany later? I'm pretty sure we can. Sort of thing you wonder. I'll probably grab it anyway. Okay, we're almost to the next stability point. I'm surprised we haven't had much more revolting. Keeping things under control better than I expected. We're up to, what, down to? -1 stability now, which is great. We got maximum approval rating with Russia. Or not Russia, still Muscovy. Probably be Russia soon. They still don't want to ally us, though. Our army is so weak. They're neutral towards us. Different religions, and our navy is weak. Your navy is better than mine? That seems unlikely. They have 16. I have 16. What sort of nonsense is that? How navy is weak. So they must have more galleys and such. Actual attack ships. All my ships are trade ships. I could see that. Ooh, incident in the Empire. Violent conflict between the peasantry and the establishment has raged for decades within the Holy Roman Empire. It's time for the Emperor to force a firm and final resolution to protect the rights of the peasantry or to impose control of the nobility. So we got a vote we can do. Fate of the peasantry. We can crush the remaining aggregators. Crush the peasantry. Nobility states throughout the empire will have +10 loyalty and +10 influence for the rest of the game. And imperial authority go up. Or we grant concessions. The nobility loses loyalty and influence. And we lose tax rate. Yeah, no, we'll support crushing. I like tax. I like money. That's fine. I am tempted to start the conversion, but it's incredibly expensive. And on top of being incredibly expensive, why did my brain stop working there? On top of being incredibly expensive, it would create more unrest, and we don't really need that right now. But we are holding our ground. Polish separatists of 8k are going to appear. Oh, great! Did we just lose more stability? Are people losing confidence in your government? Drop in stability. So our king died, and we lost another point of stability. So this is gonna go on forever. Fortunately, a very decent king with a half decent heir. 3-5. That's 8 in total. That's not terrible, but no military. It's kind of lame. And our stability is back down to -2. Just let us out of this. Let us recover. We were doing so good. We're in such a positive place. Spies will function better. Enemy spies will function better. That's fine. Poland's having some rebel issues. That's interesting. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. A truce with them is going to last a long time. England has changed religions to Anglican. Angle? Which is fun. Anglican. This is their own special religion, which I've never actually done. I've not played in this region since that DLC and KM out for some reason. Should do that at some point. Our Chancellor reports the fate of the peasantry. Whoa, it went the other way? Interesting. -5 loyalty, -5 influence, and -5 national tax modifier. I thought everyone was rooting the other way. That is unfortunate. Did that end the Great Peasant War? No, it didn't. Didn't end it. That's a shame. Okay, boost our way back up to -1. We've been here for the second time. Be nice if our ruler had the courtesy not to die until we were out of this. Court painter, we can hire him for 68 gold, gain prestige and stability. Yep, done. Money for prestige, done. Right now, absolutely done. Sold. Something got converted, which is lovely. Let's take a look at how religion's doing throughout the world. We are still the primary Protestant area. Got a few other places converted though. See some reformed heading throughout the empire too. That's something. The league hasn't started yet though, so that's good. League's separation of it. How's our Age of Reformation going? Still doing pretty decent on this. Only one thing unlocked, but I think we'll get a few before the end of it. Probably won't Golden Age out of this era, but I don't know that we needed to Golden Age in this era either. It just grants you a bunch of bonuses and all that fun jazz. I really want, like, when's my truce end with Poland? I shouldn't be considering war. My own empire is on fire, and I'm considering war. I think they're having the same war, though, type of internal issue. Why can't I find my own flag? Okay. The white eagle that I use on my logo for these videos. 52. So another 10 years, so probably won't be able to attack Poland. Maybe if their war rebel stuff goes on long enough, though. More rebels. But I want to look at this. Look how big Muscovy is. That is terrifying. That's just terrifying. Lithuania's being crushed. Poland's being crushed. What a weird game. Bohemia is massive. Don't see that often. The Ottomans are pushing up into Europe. That's scary. France is pushing into Europe. That's scary. We have Spain, which managed to hang on to Naples and integrate them, which is, you know, scary. Interesting world we live in. Do we have colonizing going on? Yes, the English are colonizing. Huh. Interesting world. Who are our allies right now, anyway? Bohemia and Saxony. Not the most impressive of allies, but you know. Sure. I could get a new military tech. Which would probably be good. Let's this fight happen. We'll stay ahead of military tech. It's an important one. Got a new troop type. We can take either one of these. I'm gonna go with the Turkio infantry. They have a better average of points, where the free shooters are better at attacking. But I'm just gonna take the better overall because I'm not clever enough. Well, more likely I don't pay enough attention to make proper use of just good attackers or defenders, and I generally like being on the defensive in my battles if I can force it. How is our... We're getting there. We are getting there. What do we need to get our +1 and get out of this issue? 135. So if we scoot ahead another, what, 2 months? 1 more month? Bam. +1. And that ends. Restore order. Legitimacy, prestige. Glorious. So that is over. We had a great deal of fun with the Peasant Wars. It wasn't as bad as I expected. A little rough of a beginning, and it slowed down the recovery of our country by a decent chunk. But at the end of the day, we are in a pretty good spot. Our unrest is at +1.19, which isn't that bad. You know, it's not great, but it's not that bad. If we take a look at our unrest, that was unrest, right? Yeah, look at that. Way more green going on. The blue lines are telling me whether I have suppression going on. So it's really just here that we have issues. And I could just get rid of that and not have to think about it. I'm going to do that. It's only 0.1 gold? Yeah, 0.1 gold. I give up if it... No, you know what? No. We'll push you back. We'll push you back manually. We've already done so much holding off. If we cancel this, what does it look like? Pretty stable across the empire. So what we can do with that is we can march the army over to, say, here. And then they don't have to spread out what they're suppressing as much, so they're more efficient at suppressing. So we'll just do these two, and they'll do a better job of it. At least in theory. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. There's still, I think it was 9.1 before, so maybe I misunderstood that, but I'm pretty sure. But I think that's a good place to end this episode. We've ended the internal conflict. Now we just need to let our empire recover a little bit. So there'll probably be another episode of nothing too fancy, unless my truce ends with Poland and I can go have fun with them, which I wouldn't mind taking more of their land while I am able to. That would be great. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.